Hey, welcome, Smileless Ways. I know it's been a very, very, very long time since I did a video. Much has happened in my life since that's happened. I'm in a la carte class now. That's what all my time goes to. I run a restaurant in my school with a host of my other peers. I was sous chef at the restaurant last week. Came up with a whole menu packet. I had to do a menu, a cost out, recipes, and plate drawings. So I spent a lot of time thinking of what my idea would be and what would come across on my menu and what would I want to serve and what represents me. And I did that. Actually last night I was working with my two friends, Tony and Jeff, and we did Pyrotopia. It was fun. It was a fire festival. It was a group of other students with us. I can't remember everyone's name at the moment, but yeah, it was a group of other students, and we had two of our chefs there, Chef Colt and Chef Odette. They were helping us out too, and it was fun. I liked it. It's just been a mad, interesting, 3 weeks since last time I did this, I think. So I'm back again, live in action. Finally have some free time. Well, let's get to cooking. So today I got a request from Father Time, aka my father, aka Tamron Smith Sr. He wanted me to do beef lo mein. There's many different ways of making beef lo mein. This one I kind of, this is what we kind of did in Asian class, and with a little bit of twist. So if you come over here closely, we're going to be using skirt steak. This is a skirt steak. It's already cooked. I wish I could have showed you raw, but basically when you cut a skirt steak, it should look something as this. These been cooked to medium, so when I film in a wok, it's much easier. When you cut skirt steak, it begs to be cut with the grain, meaning you cut just like this, because you see the lines going down, and if you look close, there's lines that goes down inside the grain. It begs to be cut like this, but you don't do that because you lose moisture and you get dry cuts of meat. That way, so you turn it and you cut it against the grain, just like all other meats, you would cut it against the grain. So you get this consistency. Because watch, when I cut it with the grain, this is what I get. When you don't want that, see that? See how it's going with the grain? And then you see on this one how it's falling, and it's against the grain because the grain wants to go the other way, but I'm not cutting that way. If I cut this way and continually did that, I would get dry cuts of meat, so I'm cutting against it. And time's really been kind of fun. Excuse the mess if you see the mess over there. We see the mess over there. I'm sorry, excuse the mess. It's been mad hectic, really hectic, really hectic. And this is the only day that I've actually had time to actually do stuff to myself. So, that's what we're doing. I'm actually defrosting chicken over there because usually I bag chicken really light in really big portions. And I noticed that I don't eat them portions anymore because I don't have time. I just don't have time to eat like that anymore. So I'm portioning them down smaller so I have to defrost all the chicken. So we can do that. Now that we got all of our meat here, I'll turn this wok on high. Well, it's about 5, 6. It's kind of on high. Gotta hit the light so we can see. Got our meat, cut out the can. Now we got sesame seed oil. This is what that is. Sesame seed oil. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of sesame seed oil. Some people, it's a love or hate thing. You either love it or you hate it. Sesame seed oil is basically, comes from sesame seeds. They extract the oils and the natural oils that come from it. And it's a really dark tinted oil. Usually it comes in a can or a glass bottle when you buy it. I like it like that. I like the can one better because the glass one, you might have a little slip and just might break on you. Because they don't sell sesame oil in plastic. They don't. I've only seen it in 2 forms, glass or metal. Sesame seed oil, that's what we want. When you're doing Asian flavors, they cook everything in sesame seed oil. There's very few things that's not cooked in sesame seed oil. Let's just put it that way. So you hear us cracking along, we're getting hot. And earlier I made soba noodles, also known as buckwheat noodles. I have them sitting in the water here because they absorb really quick. They're actually much more faster than a pasta noodle. Because when you soak a pasta noodle, it absorbs, but these cook within 3 to 5 minutes. A pasta noodle needs about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. That will cook faster, and it's also a buckwheat noodle. So, you know, someone with a gluten allergy, they can eat buckwheat. So you hear us cracking along the sides of here. And when you buy them, when you buy soba noodles, they don't come in regular writing, you see? No, you just have to look at it, and you have to look and say, this is a buckwheat noodle. It said, look at this, it's Chinese writing all over the place. This is just one of the things that you just have to know. It's just, you have to know that this is a buckwheat noodle. They're brown noodles, buckwheat. Alright, so we over here, we're done popping. So we're gonna hurry up and flash fire this. Basically flash fire and just throw everything in. And then after that, you start tossing. So we're gonna throw our meat in. I'm gonna let it soak in the sesame seed flavor. So it's good in the steak. We have our mix over here. It looks mad nasty right now, but it's the soy sauce and all the herbs. I threw it in the sauce so everything can go in evenly. It's just garlic, mint, cilantro, and ginger in there. And it also has soy sauce and some glaze. I made glaze one time in class. I reduced soy sauce down all the way down, and then I mixed it with some other stuff that we had in class. I can't remember what it was, but I mixed it in there. And now, you know, when you make lo mein, you can do any, as long as there's vegetables in it, it's cool. I have these mixed garden vegetables. Usually, you will see snap peas, shredded carrots, and cabbage in there. So, you have those, you know, because that comes from the Asian background, that's what they usually eat, and that's what they usually have. But I didn't have that available at me today. I only had these mixed vegetables, so I'm gonna make work what I have left to do. Turn this heat up a little. You see down here, you're gonna see like, yeah, you're gonna have juice and oil down there. It's alright, it's okay, it's a wok. You see with the wok, everything's built for fast heat, fast time. So down there, like right here, this part right here is the highest. When you don't, like, you see your pieces of meat or something, you don't want to cook them, toss them up to the side. So everything can just go to the bottom. That's what that's meant for. So when you cook, everything down there can reduce, and these sides aren't as hot as that middle, because the middle is where all the heat is. So, coming on down, and just mixing that just till it's a little done. Now I'm going to throw my sauce in there. I threw it all in there, just so it all can get good. And now I'm just going to crank that up and just let that go. Basically, that's it. That's all your lo mein right there. You let that go until it gets to a glaze, like a glaze consistency. Like if you've ever eaten teriyaki sauce and you see how glazy that is, let it get to that, because all the sugars in it will start to come together and get that glaze. But all in all, that's really it to beef lo mein. And then you toss your noodles in there. I'll have a picture of a plate up, guys, of how it's going later. It's going to take about 5 minutes to reduce, and I don't really want you guys to watch me for 5 minutes while that's reducing, because I have absolutely nothing else better to do. So, as that goes, I'm kind of done with my little skit. So, you know, follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at TEANN, last name Smith. Go like my Facebook fan page, Mindless Ways. Thank you for everyone who's been sticking around, who's been dealing with me and not being there. I've just been so enwrapped in school. So enwrapped in school. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh, that's all I do is schoolwork. That's all I do. But I do love making some time when I do have spare time, making videos for you guys. So sending me out something, if you want to have me do something like my dad did, make beef lo mein, it's all good. You can do that. And I answer any questions, you know. If you have any questions about how to make beef lo mein or like what kind of vegetables you want, if I didn't go over that thoroughly enough for me, you can go ask it on my Facebook fan page. You can ask me any questions, any food questions, I'm willing to answer. I really am. I love food and I know a lot about it, and if not, I'll go ask the chef, and if they don't know, we'll go look on the internet. But if the internet doesn't know, we have to do it the old school way and go look in the chef books. Oh my gosh, looking in the chef books. It's like a big encyclopedia of everything. But thank you, peace, love, happiness to all. Thank you guys. Show me some love. Send me some items.